Welcome to City on a Hill Gaming, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast. We hope you enjoy our episode.
Welcome to First Geek 411. I'm one of your hosts, Cameron Franklin, and with me, as always, my best man, Chris Nicolay.
Oh, hey.
Other people.
Oh, hi, we're other people. I may just use that as the intro now. Just to confuse people. Alright, welcome back to City on a Hill Gaming. I'm your Game Master, Ryan. It is time for a podcast about Magic the Gathering. No, no. Nerd culture? Maybe. It's time for all those things. Because we have special guests again. Joining me this week from First Geek 411, we have Chris and Cameron.
Hello and good luck.
Well, hello.
Good luck, have fries. All right, gentlemen, thank you for joining us. And from the Nerd of Godcast, we have Stephen and Neff. Better known as Greg.
How you doing? Hello.
You can call him Greg.
Most ambitious crossover of all time.
You're pretty close. All right, so we're back for some more of that good old-fashioned, family-friendly 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. Thanks to these four gentlemen for joining us. We're gonna roll some dice and probably hit a thing or two. As I explained to you guys, we'll explain a little bit to the listeners because they've heard one thing played in this sort of miniature world before. We did a real short thing with Ginny's character, Sean. But so this is kind of this miniaturized world. It's its own plane, but it exists in the same plane our main story does, sort of by accident. They've kind of meshed, and this miniaturized plane exists entirely in like 3.5 floors of one tower. So you kind of have, all your natural landmarks, like your mountains and your hills and your rivers, and then gigantic bookshelves and, maybe the occasional cat that's, the same size as an adult dragon or something. It's probably fine. You'll be okay. So the four of your characters have been gathered together by one of the tribes, and a gentleman steps forward. What I need from the four of you: 2 days' journey from here, a new creature has appeared. We assume from outside the tower. It's probably very common there. Probably not dangerous at all. But it's like, 15 or 20 feet tall and covered in spikes. So we need rid of it. If possible, it poses quite a danger to the tribe in that area. We'd like the four of you to group together. I know you're from different tribes. It's okay. We need the four of you to band together and investigate for us. If you're willing, of course.
All right. I'm always up for a battle.
Said it's a 2-day journey.
Give or take, yes.
Will we be outfitted to handle that kind of journey?
Sure. Yes, we can provide you with the necessary resources for that kind of travel. Absolutely. I assume some kind of beast of burden and possibly horses. Provisions, etc. Absolutely, yes. I will get one of my squires to attend to that momentarily, not a problem. And he pulls out a map, kind of sticks his dagger into it and sticks it into the wall. He points where you guys are now, into probably like the northwest. Probably it looks like it'd be about a day or two's journey. He marks a spot, and you see that the terrain changes. You guys are in kind of a foresty area with a large river that runs through it. This is more hilly and mountain based, and it's near one of the giant bookshelves.
Okay.
And some tribes have taken up to living in the bookshelves. They've built their cities in the bookshelves. This one is built into the side of a planter. Different things for different parts of the tower. It's very much similar to the world you're used to, just with some new added, unnecessarily large things in the background. So, yes, give me 30 minutes. Feel free to explore the village if you wish, and we'll have your supplies ready. And thank you, gentlemen, and lady. It's yes, and lady. It's greatly appreciated. And of course you will be. That's interesting. Of course you will be compensated for your work.
That is good to hear.
What is compensated?
Well, gold. Probably gold.
Gold or good gold? I don't want good gold.
I'll make sure it's good gold.
Okay.
We can make that happen. So do you guys want to explore the town any, or do you just want to wait for him to show up with your supplies?
So we're like, are we in the middle of the town, kind of like town square?
Yeah, like the town square is kind of to the west of where you are. You're kind of outside of like a big manor house.
Gotcha.
But there
I
are
don't have
different
anything specific I need, so
there are
I'm
different
good just
merchants in
chilling.
the area. There's a tavern because there's always a tavern because there's supposed to be a tavern. There's probably not a tavern, but there can be. It's fine.
Where else are we supposed to get information?
That's true. It's oh wait, what's the card called? Edgewall Innkeeper. It's called the Edgewall Inn. Because I'm just gonna directly rip from other Wizards properties. If you guys want to explore any, if you want to dig for information about this giant quilled beast, or if you just want to hang out, that's also fine.
I'm okay with doing whatever everyone else would like to do.
I'm gonna go kind of like walk around to the plants in the area and use my druidcraft cantrip and kind of just make like leaves blossom and stuff like that.
Okay, and you, after you do this for a couple of minutes, you begin to notice that people have noticed, and people come and just kind of start admiring your work, looking over the different plants and kind of like, oh, that's, it's nice to see something different. A little extra life here. Thank you, ma'am. It's greatly appreciated.
You're welcome.
I take off and just fly around town looking for shiny things that people have dropped.
Okay. So investigation check.
Okay.
We'll see what shiny awaits you.
Oh, that's good.
No bonus, but still an 18.
So 19.
Oh, okay, +1. Excellent. Okay, so you find 3 coins, 2 earrings that don't match each other, and a hatchet. And the hatchet is laying on top of, like a little tower, like a guard tower, but on the roof of the tower, not in the tower for some reason.
Nice.
And the earrings were like 45 feet apart and don't match each other at all. But that's okay, because they're shiny.
Yep.
One has a small gem in it, a little green gem. After about 20-30 minutes, a squire walks up to you. You are the 4 that are sitting out after the creature. Good. I have your supplies. And he points behind him. There's 4 horses. And Chris, you're free to take a horse if you want. If not, that's okay.
What's the movement speed on a horse?
I'm gonna say it's either 40 or 50 offhand.
Yeah, I don't need a horse.
You don't.
We
need
can
a
bring
horse.
it just in case.
I mean, if nothing else, it makes an extra pack animal.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, let's just carry my hatchet horse.
Yes, that's all that's on the horse. It's just the hatchet tied down
Just the one hatchet I've had. Just like
in
everything
the
else I
saddle,
have.
just hanging out. It's not even tied down. It's just there.
Put one of
Okay.
the earrings on one of its ears. Too.
So he provides you with 4 horses plus a pack mule, and you guys have a large cart. It's got probably a week's worth of food, camping supplies, stuff like that. Do you request any specific supplies?
If they have spare potions or anything like that.
Yeah, there's 3 potions of healing. Oh, I guess there's 4. There's 4 potions of healing, and a bag of 20,000 caltrops for no reason. I'm sure.
The best kind of caltrops.
Yes, the nonsense ones that'll totally not come back to bite me for giving them to you. It's never been a problem. Okay, so if you guys want, you can go ahead and start writing off. Someone make me a. I think actually Neff would be good at this. Either survival or perception check, or I think
I have
actually
a +5 to survival.
I was gonna say that would actually probably be Lucille's category
Hey.
as well.
I have a +4.
Okay. Anyone who would like to make a roll away.
10 for Lucille.
All right, Neff's gonna make a survival check. So let's hear my perceptions.
That's a 5. It's a 5 on 1. Okay, so we're not gonna let him.
Neff got a 15 for his survival check.
Okay, we can work with that.
I did it.
Yay, Neff.
Yay,
I
Neff.
fly off a little too far away and I'm like, oh,
Wait, what? Oh, you're over there. Okay, my bad.
oops.
Okay, so Neff,
back.
Greg Allure valiantly leads you south for the rest of the day until you find an appropriate spot to camp.
Follow me, boys.
Tally ho. And you see sort of the normal wildlife you'd expect. There are, some variations of deer, rabbits. You see fish in the river as you walk past. And then you see the larger things that kind of don't make sense in your world. Like I said, the bookshelves, there's a, probably 2 or 3 days journey, but it's big enough that you can see it. There's a chair. Just a wooden chair. It's really not even climbable because chairs don't have, that much surface area until you get to that one part. That was total nonsense. That's perfect. Okay. So you guys keep making your way south, north, some direction.
You said northwest.
Northwest, there we go. The appropriate direction. Yes, northwest. I deviated. I always say south something. That was my mistake. So you guys head northwest for a while. Make me perception checks. Buddy. After you've traveled for most of the day and you've gotten to the point where you're going to camp.
Alrighty.
21.
Neff's perception check is 9.
Okay.
And my perception check is 10.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so I'm going to also need an 11 to round the group out.
I rolled a 12.
I have a 21. That's like an 11 with
And
extra.
some. Yeah, that's an 11 with extra. Perfect. Okay, we'll take that.
Yeah.
All right, so with your 21, you notice you're being followed.
Oh.
You see 3 or 4 soldiers on horseback following you at what they assumed was a good enough distance. You know, theoretically. They wear the same armor as the gentleman who hired you for this job.
Okay.
They're probably 100, 150 yards behind you.
You say they are wearing the same armor of the gentleman who hired us?
Yes.
Okay. Never mind. I'm not going to do what I was going to do then.
And I should have said this earlier. His name is Lord Grent.
Lord Grent.
Yeah, he's sort of one of the local tribal leaders in that area, and they are wearing the same crest he typically wears. It's kind of
Can we roll for
it's like a green fox on a yellow background.
Gotcha.
roll for insight, like on who the people are? Or?
Would we recognize any of these people?
You saw 2 of them in town before you left.
Okay. And you said they're 150 yards away?
Yeah, give or take.
Are they
I got
riding menacingly?
No, they're riding. They thought sneakily.
They thought sneakily.
They thought sneakily. They were wrong, but you know, give or take.
I've been there before.
All right. I'm gonna roll a stealth roll real quick. I'm gonna try to kind of sneak off behind just to get a better view of them.
Okay.
And I roll an 8, so I probably did not do very well on that.
You attempt to hide behind a tree, but as you are somewhat dragon based, you are larger than said tree.
Yeah.
So you stick out on the sides. It's mostly the shoulders and the tail.
Why don't I try to do it?
All right. Neff is gonna roll for stealth to do the same.
All right,
thing.
let's see if Gregalor is any sneakier.
I am.
He got a 10.
Oh
That's
no!
Okay, so
I crack up a little bit watching this.
Yeah.
as you should,
Lucille finds it's very
I-
funny as well.
as much as you've noticed them try to be sneaky, they've now noticed you try to be sneaky.
Oh.
And there's that sort of awkward recollection of, we're following you. You're not supposed to know we're following you. You know we're following you. Hi. One of them very awkwardly
Hi.
waves.
I awkwardly wave back.
I fly up and just like dive toward them and then come back up.
They briefly take up defensive positions and then put their swords down when you swoop back into the air. Oh, okay. All right, we're good. Yeah. Bird monk.
Bird monk.
One of them rides closer. They all kind of scoot up, and he comes. Well, yes. As it seems, we are now fully aware of each other. Hi, how are you?
Much better when we weren't being followed.
Yes. So to be honest, that was Lord Grint's suggestion. We're sort of like your backup, I suppose. We're really not sure of the strength of this creature, and we're basically here in case things get out of hand.
Can we
How
like,
do we know you're from Lord Grant?
yeah, can we like perception check or something to
You can make an make perception check to examine the crest they're wearing, or you can make an insight check to see if you believe him.
All right, I'm
insight.
gonna roll. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
roll
make
for
an
insight as well.
check.
Either one is fine.
All right. I got
or
a
investigation.
21 natural 20.
Natural
for
20
my
from
insight.
Steven. Okay.
I have a
20.
modified 20.
I have a 24.
Okay.
Good job, boys. I'm not even gonna try. You guys did great.
Everybody got it covered. Okay. You guys actually, so that was all insight from everybody?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. You do believe them.
I'm gonna use a natural 20 for that.
Fair enough. You think he's being honest with you. You think he's purely here to make sure you complete your mission. Make sure you do the job
Good.
and follow through. He basically just comes across as he genuinely believes he's here just to back you up.
Alrighty.
Just that, you know, what you read on his face, kind of from his expression, the way he explains himself, he basically, you guys weren't supposed to know you were being followed because they wanted to see what you were capable of.
Gotcha.
Oh, gotcha.
Without the backup.
Gotcha.
You guys, none of you guys have worked for Lord Grint before, so he's more or less just, he has an issue he needs taken care of. He just wants to see if he can trust you in the future. Sort of what it boils down to, I suppose.
I ask him if they have any, like a notebook and writing utensil.
One of the one in the back, sort of a much younger looking knight. I mean, yes. Why?
Hey guys, we got record keepers. Woo!
Are we being tested on something? Am I supposed to take? Okay, I can take
No, I
notes. That's
just
fine.
turn them and say, just take notes because we won't need you.
You see him kind of scribble, and he kind of mutters, "Aarakocra is kind of hurtful." Okay, got it. And the one who seems to be in charge, we'll keep our distance. You carry on.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So you guys finish out your ride for the rest of the day. You make camp. You can take watches if you want to. I would recommend taking watches. You are in the woods at this point. You're probably 6 or 8 hours from any city. or
Can we make
village.
them take the watches?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, we're gonna
You guys
sleep.
be
You guys
exhausted
take
in the
watch.
morning.
They fell. We don't want to be too tired. No, they fell further back.
Yeah.
You do
Oh,
see smoke
great.
from a campfire from them, some distance
Okay.
away.
Well, you know what? I'll take watch.
Yeah, you only need a short rest anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh, elf. Hashtag elf abilities.
And I can start a fire for us with Druidcraft.
Okay.
So,
Or I can breathe onto a fire.
You actually, I don't think you
Start it.
breathe. Wait, you breathe. What do you breathe?
I think I breathe fire. Let me go.
Oh, it is
check.
fire. Okay, because you're
What
brass.
dragonborn?
You're a brass dragonborn.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember which one that was. Okay,
Ew,
dope.
it better not smell like your breath.
Oh, hurtful.
It stinks.
Dragon is also hurtful.
Yeah,
Who's for a dog,
in the
everybody?
notebook. It's just that's gonna be my next like nonsense post on the blog. Is just this guy's notes.
And it's all enter character's name is kind of hurtful.
Actually, hold on. I'm actually write this down. This doesn't sound terrible. Actually, be kind of funny. Okay, so you guys wake up the next morning. Watches pass uneventfully, and you
Thanks,
make
Greg Allure.
Greg did an excellent job. And so you guys are welcome to proceed on your way if you wish.
That seems good.
Unless there's anything
don't
you
know,
need
why
to
not?
do in the morning.
I'll put out the fire.
As you should. Absolutely.
Just
Oh,
And we don't want to burn the forest down.
That's true.
that might help.
Okay, so you guys
Now when
continue
there's like 30-foot tall books.
Ugh. That'd be terrible.
Burn down the library.
Yes. Okay, so you guys continue on for several more hours into the day, and you get to a point where the path you're on, the land you're on, kind of starts to narrow some, and you're now surrounded on two sides by water. And as you keep going, you kind of come to an edge where you're now surrounded on three sides by water, and to keep going the direction you need to cross probably like a 20-foot fjord. So across the river, you see a place that looks reasonable to cross. Chris can obviously just kind of, oh look, I'm on the other side.
Crisscross.
Haha, there it is.
I just land on the other side and
I've made my stance on puns well known.
You have made your stance on puns. I'm familiar with your stance on puns. It's similar to mine.
Is Chris strong enough to carry? Probably not me, but is he strong enough to carry any of us?
Are you?
I'm pretty small. Like Eric Rose are about 5 feet, so that's probably...
And you're probably mostly dex, aren't you?
Yep, I have
Okay.
8 in my strength.
Okay, no.
Oh wow,
I'm not strong at all.
that's half of my strength.
Yes.
I can just throw everybody across the
Yes.
water.
Who needs bridges? Goldbrander. Okay, wait, Steven, say the name.
Goldbrander.
Goldbrander. Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta put a little something on that. I like that. Okay. Across the river, from you, I say river, it's pretty narrow. You guys are pretty confident you can cross this without much, like, I'm not even gonna make you like make swim checks or anything. Across the river, you see a group of creatures that you recognize sort of the race. They are Athtaran. It's sort of your plane's version of elves. But instead of like what you typically think of as sort of like a green or grayish elf, they're typically like a light gray in color. So you see two of them standing near the river, sort of at the edge of a different set of trees. They have weapons, but they don't particularly look menacing, I suppose. Threatening. We'll go with threatening.
I'm going to roll a quick history check just to see if I would know anything about this race.
Okay, go for it.
I got a 19.
Excellent. Yes, you know a fair amount about the Athtaran. They're relatively common, particularly in the parts of the tower you've been in, and just in your different travels. As you've grown, they're mostly peaceful. They are wary.
Okay.
In general, but they're mostly peaceful. They have not handled the transition to sort of their part of the plane being inside this tower. They're one of the tribes who's handled it the worst in terms of sort of adjusting to the new surroundings. They haven't.
Gotcha.
They've very much struggled. Like, you can grow crops even though the ground is basically stone. There are still places you can grow crops. There are still things you can do. They've struggled, just sort of broadly as a tribe. They've struggled to adapt to the new surroundings. One of them sort of steps forward. What brings you to this part of the tower, I suppose? Plane.
We are seeking the spiky enemy near the bookcase.
Huh. Interesting. We call it a Quillidig. You are welcome to go look for it if you wish, but I would not recommend it.
Can I do a what is it? History?
The history check.
Quillidig.
Yeah. What's your modifier?
Do history or do nature?
What's your
nature?
Nature. What's your modifier?
+2.
+2. All right. Gregalore rolls a 3.
Solid.
He actually rolled a 1.
Never heard of it.
So,
You've never heard of a Quillidig before.
Quilla what?
Quillo, not familiar. It sounds lovely.
All right, I'll do a history check on the,
Okay.
on the same
And
thing.
Chris, Cameron,
I
you
got a
guys
4.
are welcome. Perfect.
All right. Solid.
I haven't heard of it either.
I think
6 for Lucille.
Okay. Chris,
Oh,
show me
wow.
anything in double digits.
Okay. And for what, nature, you said?
Nature or history.
They're both +1, so.
Okay. Either one then. Whichever makes more sense for Zodix.
11. I rolled
Okay.
exactly.
Oh,
Exactly perfect. Okay. I did say not single digits. You're good. You know everything about them. No. You have heard tales of the creature. It's been probably
1 week since you looked at me.
Oh no.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
That's
Couldn't
song.
help it.
Okay. It's probably been a couple of weeks since it first appeared in the area. They're not native to your plane at all. They are supposed to be large, so you guys are medium size. As you know, traditional as D&D characters. It is considered probably large size when it's small. Can get a little bigger, and it is typically green and covered in large spikes.
Is it fast?
Fairly.
Was it recently redesigned?
Debatable.
Okay.
But to note, this one is not a bluish color. It's more of a greenish color.
Okay. Just checking.
Fair. I mean, to be fair, that trailer releasing is the reason I came up with this bad guy. So, it's not a non-zero factor. It does look... I didn't watch the trailer, but the picture I saw does look better.
And spiky.
And I am excited for the Super Smash Brothers cinematic universe, so that's going to be good. It's one of the best things I've seen on Twitter in weeks. It was a full 3-phase layout of movies for the Smash Brothers cinematic universe. That's totally not going to happen, but it would be awesome if it did.
Then you just have the big hand as like the Thanos.
It's the
of everything.
Thanos, because it can still snap because it's a hand.
It has its
Oh.
own similar but legally distinct
Definitely.
gauntlet of powerful gems.
Smash Bros. I'm having Smash Bros. And Legend of Zelda flashbacks.
Oh man. And I'm still gonna spam terrible characters and never be good at that game. Okay. Okay, so yes, that is what you know of the Quillidig, and also that's how it's spelled. It's in chat in the bottom corner.
I asked the elf guy, I can't remember the name of the race anymore, if he knows the Eftiran, if he knows the whereabouts, how far away it is.
I would say maybe 4 to 6 hours from here. You're not far. We saw it a couple of days ago, digging around.
Lucille will ask for like safe passage through their land.
Given your mission, that's fine, Druid.
Okay.
So do you guys go ahead and cross the river?
Sure.
Okay.
I want to land in this tree over here for.
Oh, this one down here.
It's like staring at him.
Okay.
I'd like to gargle the water while I'm on my way over.
Okay, absolutely. It's very fresh water.
And I spit it out right back into the river. Into the water.
It'll probably be fine.
For now.
He's
So-
contaminated everything.
Years of pollution.
Can't start that yet. Okay, so you imagine, and when you think about, so this would be a river for you, but when you think about it in the broader scheme of like how big the room is, this is like a trickling puddle.
Gotcha.
But that for some reason does flow. So it has some kind of continuing cycle source, but it would just be like you spilled a glass of water on the floor. That's the continually cycling source in my head. Now there's just an ever dribbling glass of water sitting somewhere on the plane.
I just picture a leaky sink right now.
That actually would be better. Yeah. For some reason he has plumbing. The mage who owns the tower has plumbing for some reason.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I mean mage things, you know.
Plumbing. It's gotta be big.
It's all about convenience.
He is an inventor of some sort, so I guess that's not that surprising. Okay, so you guys travel for a couple more hours. You do see some Eftaran pop up as you go, but they seem to know that you're coming. They don't seem that surprised. And you do notice behind you. We'll say Zodix. Chris, you notice the 4 soldiers are following you, and they are dripping water. Their horses don't look happy. It looks like a struggle. Okay, has anyone played Minecraft?
Briefly.
Okay, this preference is probably not going to... If you have a horse in Minecraft, horses in Minecraft can't cross water. Basically at all. They just go full panic and just don't make it. And you think that's similar to what happened here. They are not happy looking creatures. In the distance...
The guy in the back is just making notes. Water was not fair.
Water a mistake. Yeah, water seemed kind of rude.
Yeah.
How far back are they from us?
Probably about 200 feet. 200 yards, excuse me.
I slow down a little bit till they get caught up, and then I land and just like flap my wings at them, help them off.
Oh, okay. They look confused and vaguely threatened originally. They're like, what is... Oh, thank you? Thank you. When you're kind of doing it with like the monk punching speed. So it's like, oh, this is kind of nice. Thank you. The horses seem much happier. And their hair is like super on point now.
On point.
It's like a blow dryer effect.
Blowing in the wind.
Yes. It's like Fabio.
Ooh. Fabio
Someone's
horses.
the goose.
Nice.
Yes.
Minus the goose.
Yes, that hair always blows in the wind, yo. All right, so as you guys keep traveling, you see in the distance, you're getting closer to one of the giant bookshelves. That's kind of back. Can you guys see that back here at the top? Oop.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Cool.
As you kind of keep following the river,
Oh.
keep going that direction. In the distance, you guys see it's getting a little darker and getting a little more towards night. And you see 3 creatures kind of step out of the trees in front of you. This would be something that would be much smaller than what you're looking for. And you recognize, actually let me flip, creatures that are common on your plane. You've seen them before. They're called Grintle wolves. They don't look happy. They are highly territorial creatures.
Are they disgruntled wolves?
Ha ha! That was an accident. I dig it. Most of the puns that happen on our podcast happen by my accident, so that seems reasonable.
How many crimes have they committed? What are the crimes of
Cameron, you doing okay? Just,
I'm struggling over here.
This is like the worst place for Cameron.
Yeah, my blood pressure's going up.
This
so
is
like,
the man does not appreciate a good pun,
there
which
are
is,
no good
Oh,
puns.
man.
So
which is okay because I don't either half the time.
That's like 75% of our comedy.
Yeah.
comedy's a stretch.
Puns. We've got
Oh,
that.
Hey now.
What do you think? I was making a pun.
It was covered by the puns. Okay. So they seem to have been like headed towards you directly, been following you.
Ooh.
You think the way they're moving towards you, you done been trespassing. You are all up in their space.
So they're coming with a brisk pace.
Yes, sir. They are very territorial creatures and very aggressive creatures who can't at all reach Chris's character.
Are they more animalistic, or are they any kind of like sentient at all?
No,
like,
no. There is I mean like a normal animal level of intelligence.
Okay.
These are large, like similar to like a dire wolf.
Gotcha.
Go ahead, gentlemen, if you will. Bring those dice out and hit me with that initiative.
Oh, here we go.
All right. Steven rolls a 6.
Okay,
What's your
solid.
initiative?
I believe in you.
3. And then Neff rolls a 19.
19, baby. Here we go.
17 for Lucille.
Okay. So,
Not bad.
and Chris, what did you have?
14.
What shall Gregolor do first?
Well, how far away are they?
Okay, so each of these squares is 5 feet.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and sling that bang.
Your
That
minimum range is 150 feet.
Yeah.
That's
So I'm
like
definitely in.
that's like 30
Definitely
squares.
range.
You're good.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take one out and point it at the one of the closer ones, one of the ones that are.
Okay. If you want to do the one
Okay.
on the left, that works.
Sure, let's go for the one on the left.
Well, you better hit him if your thing's +7. 19.
Yeah, that'll be enough.
Okay, so it's a 1d8 + 3.
Yep.
All right, roll
So
that
his-
damage.
Let's go.
His
Pop like it's a new
damage
pair of shoes
Is
made out of wolf.
10.
Okay,
Alright,
excellent shot, Greg.
thank you. I practiced a lot.
I can tell. All right. And now that wolf is not happy with you, but you're also
Oh.
too far away. So
Yeah.
that seems unfortunate. Let me see. How seems okay. Wait. But you know who's not too far away? Steven.
Is. Yay.
No, Steven, no.
Okay,
Hi.
let's see if he can take a big old.
He's so fast. How'd he get
It's a wolf, man.
across 40 feet?
No,
in a
my
matter of a
AC is
second?
18, so you better do
AC,
it.
okay, it's 18. Excellent. That is good
Yeah.
to know. I'm gonna have to roll pretty not that good.
Mhm.
That's a 7. So that seems like a no. That feels like a no. It feels like it makes it Cameron's turn.
Y'all see Lucille kind of start channeling, and 10 feet away from the wolves in the back, this fire spirity elemental thing that we've established is named Tiberius
Yes.
spawns. It's kind of like a flying wolf. Like it's not like really like a solid shape,
Okay.
but it's kind of wolfy. And then the wolves in the back need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh joy. That seems probably fine. I'm sure that'll be okay.
I don't know if you guys can hear, but my dog is barking in the background, giving me this little atmosphere.
It's like a nice wolf sound. That's pretty actual. And we don't do a lot of Foley art here, but I mean I'm never mad at that. So we got a 20 and an 18.
Okay, so they both succeed.
Okay.
And then I'll use my bonus action
Okay.
and tell Tiberius to protect the paladin.
Okay.
And what he'll do is make Flame Seed, which is going to be a ranged attack against it.
Okay. Roll away,
Four-
sir.
18.
You say 14?
18.
14 hits.
And then it's going to take 2d6 plus 4, or 1d6 plus 4. So it'll take 4 damage.
Okay, number 2 or number 3?
Sorry, one second. It'll take 6 damage. Sorry, math is hard.
Yeah,
The
okay.
one in front of Gulbrador.
Oh, okay, the one back here.
Yeah, it has a 30-foot range. So.
Oh, good night. Okay, you said 6 damage.
Yes.
Okay, 6 damage taken, and now it is Zodic's turn.
Ooh.
And while you're looking around, I should actually probably have you guys each introduce your characters because I didn't do that earlier. Cameron, tell me about your character.
So I'm playing Lucille. She's a human druid with the Circle of the Wildfire. And so that gives her this ability to summon this fiery spirit thing that she has.
Which
And
is super cool new Unearthed Arcana.
yeah. And Lucille is really into the idea of balance, the idea that through fire comes cleansing. And so sometimes like something needs to be burned down so to grow back better than it was the first time. And so that idea, not necessarily of justice balance, but of like life, almost like a circular motion in life.
Okay, sure.
Something kind of like that.
I dig it. Steven, tell me about Goldbrander.
He is a Dragonborn paladin, and he is a relatively like normal, everyday kind of Dragonborn paladin. It's a weird combination, but he likes to be different. He doesn't like to really go with the flow that everybody else likes to go. So he's kind of like a lone wolf, and but he also prefers the company of other people. So
it's kind of like not the normal like I'm a Dragonborn barbarian.
Exactly.
Sure.
He has a strong moral code that he'll stick to.
Okay.
And he does not like it when people like to be not that.
Fair enough. Chris, tell me of Zotix.
Zotix he's kind of a wanderer. He came to his monastery when he was injured out and couldn't fly around. Made good friends with a tabaxi that gifted him his prized possession, which is the yikla that he carries, which is his primary weapon. But for the most part, he also really doesn't understand possession at the same time. That's why he's like, okay, that's mine. Or he just picks
okay,
stuff up.
sure, yeah.
At times, if it
looks the
available.
shiny thing.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Okay, sure.
Very bird-like in that sense. But he can be pretty arrogant at times, but that's from surviving the wilds on his own and just traveling.
Makes sense. What is this weapon again?
The yikla, it's like a spear.
Neff, tell me a tale of Gregolor.
Gregolor. Well, Gregolor, you see, was abandoned as a baby. And he was found by his mother, Muriel, and her husband, Eustace Bangs. And they live in the middle of nowhere. And he grew up there. But creepy stuff happens in the middle of nowhere. And it's up to Gregolor to save his new home.
Okay, so what is this from? Oh, okay. I knew the name sounded familiar.
Oh, he's also a Wood Elf Ranger, so that's cool too.
There's that, yeah. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Oh my gosh. Good night.
What you guys didn't see is he triumphantly stood up as you told that story.
As you
Pacing
should.
around the room.
As you should. I had forgotten about that cartoon. Okay. Chris, it was your turn?
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry. I never had you guys introduce your characters. Yes. Yes, Chris, carry on, Zach.
All right. I think I'm just going to fly up like 15 feet and then dash down 15 feet to like right here. Oops.
Okay.
Diving in with my yikla
Okay.
in front of me. Just
Take that swing, sir.
yeah. That is a 24.
Yes. That'll do.
My man.
D8.
Oh.
That is 10 more than you needed.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the one thing
And
that's
that
by
will
me.
be 7
I
damage.
can't hit now.
7 damage?
Yep.
Okay. Excellent. Good night. All right. Wolf number 2 and number 3 are very confused about what's happening now. All of a sudden, this is a lot of aggression. You guys seem kind of rude. They've gotten that impression from some people they've talked to recently.
The wolf in the back is taking notes about it.
Yes, he is. He's like scratching in the ground. He's like,
All the note takers.
yes, everyone. All right, so he will step up, and okay. Does Cameron? Does the fire spirit have an armor class and stuff?
Yes.
Okay. 10.
Misses.
Okay. And then the second one has advantage because they're hanging out together. How about a 21?
That hits.
Okay. Your fire spirit takes 7 damage.
Okay.
And that is all the wolves. Steven, it is Goldbrander's turn.
Nice. So I'm going to take my battle axe.
Okay.
And I am going to attack the one that's right in front of me.
Hit a thing.
I want to hit a thing, and I get a 19.
Hey.
That is
Nice.
plenty.
So it takes 1d8 plus 5 damage, so it takes 9 damage.
Okay. That is no longer a wolf.
Oh,
Nice.
Bye, wolf.
Boom. Neff.
me. I harvest the beets. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. The one that's which one attacked Tiberius successfully?
Number 3.
I'm gonna go for number 3. He needs to pay for what he's done.
Unleash that arrow, sir.
And Gregolor rolls a 14.
14
That is enough.
All
Alright, so it's a d8 plus
plus 3.
3. And it takes 7 damage.
Okay. Excellent. That wolf's Cameron.
Okay, so Lucille will start sending some magic through her arm and will send a firebolt at that same wolf.
Oh, okay.
Which is going to be a 16 to hit.
That'll work.
Then that wolf will take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'll use my bonus action to tell Tiberius to attack that wolf as well.
Okay. Roll away.
And that's going to be a 14 to hit.
Yes.
Max damage, which is 10.
Oh, sweet mercy. Okay. That is a lot. Chris.
I'm gonna fly right at him.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna make any attack rolls. I'm just gonna try to scare him off.
Okay. Do you want to make a check or do you just want to kind of swoop in? If you want to do like an intimidate check or something.
Yeah, I'll do an intimidation check.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly like right at him, just making like an eagle screech.
Ooh, okay. Dig it. Roll away.
16.
I was gonna say, by my experience, ooh is never a good sound for me to hear. Okay. Noted for actually it's their turn now. So there's sort of two, and they're both next to Tiberius. There we go. One of them actually just scampers off. Are you actually within 5 feet of it, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to take an attack of opportunity, or if Tiberius can he use your reactions, Cameron?
I do not believe so.
Okay. So Chris, if you want to take an attack of opportunity, go for it. If not, he will scamper away.
I'm gonna let him scamper.
Okay. He scampers off back into the woods behind the bookshelf.
And I'll just react and be like,
There we go. That was the one I wanted. The other one will try and bite you for being all scary and stuff. 11.
Misses.
Yeah, kind of figured that's okay. Stephen, your turn.
Oh, finally.
We're making it through, boys. We're doing good.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna use my javelin now because that's the only ranged thing I have.
Okay.
So I have a range of 30 feet.
You would end up right here. That still puts you close enough to hit it.
Okay, well now I'll just use that. So I'll need to change. So I'll just use my battle axe then. So it's plus 5, d20, and I roll a 17.
Nice.
That definitely hits.
And he takes 10 damage.
Yeah.
Good night. Okay. Neff.
See, is the wolf still alive?
There's still one left.
So I'll go ahead and shoot him with my longbow.
Okay.
And that is a 9.
Oh no!
That's a no.
No, my arrow.
Bounces off my arm. What are you doing, man?
It skips off of Steven's shoulder and hits a tree. Cameron, it will be Lucille and Tiberia's turn.
Okay, so Lucille will do the same thing. She's going to channel fire and firebolt
Okay,
this guy for 17.
that'll do.
And that's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And
Nice.
then
You guys consistently hit that 10 mark. I like that.
Tiberia, I'll use my other action to have Tiberia, or my bonus action to have Tiberius attack,
Okay, absolutely.
which is a 6.
No.
So I don't think that hits.
No, that's a no. Chris.
I'm going to back out a little bit, and I'm just going to throw my Yikla.
Okay, throw away.
Natural 1.
Oh,
Perfect.
Saucy.
It skips off into the woods
Oh,
like a stone, which doesn't make sense.
your prized possession. So,
It's still visible.
oh,
It's
okay.
just a distance away.
yikes.
My gaze is completely fixed on that for the end of my turn. Just ready to go after it right
The
away.
one wolf will take another bite at Steven. That's a 12.
That doesn't do anything.
That's 2/3 of what I needed.
Yeah.
Perfect. Stephen.
All right, so I'm gonna again use my battle axe. So I'm just gonna go ahead and roll. And in my mind, he has clenched himself to like my arm.
Okay, sure, absolutely.
So he didn't like do any damage, but he's like holding on.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I roll a 25,
Natural
natural
20.
20.
Natural
Yes,
20.
absolutely.
So that's D8 plus. I think it's also plus 5.
Yes, it is. So that's
So-
10. So roll again, because natural 20 means you do double the damage.
All right, so I'll just roll that twice. That is 18 damage.
Okay. The wolf drops. Yeah, you guys have dealt with a challenge.
A challenge.
Yes.
Single challenge. Good job, boys.
So the 4 soldiers roll up behind you, and the one with the notebook's like, "We're here to help." Okay. Cool. You got it. Perfect.
Get in your records.
Just in time.
No,
I fly
noted.
off with my Yikla.
3 wolves.
So
Gotcha.
I will druid craft just like some snow, like puffing up, kind of like fireworks.
Okay.
Like not intimidating, but just like, congrats, you're late.
Perfect. I like it. Like the little, what's the Legend of Zelda sound? It's like the little- yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's Final Fantasy, but okay.
That's
There.
the one. There we go. Dig it. Okay. Yeah, they're like, "Oh, it's snow." Wait, what?
Oh, I know. I just did the worst thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just at one of the wolves seeing what I can salvage, like meat-wise.
Yeah. And I'll
Okay,
have Tiberius skip over to the Eucla.
Yeah,
Alright,
he can pick it up and bring
All
it
right,
back.
pick me up.
Who's a good fire dog?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
I throw it again to see what happens.
He goes and gets it again.
Tiberius will fetch
Presumably.
it. Yeah.
If Cameron's okay with that, this can go on for eternity.
Yeah. Well, an hour, but
Oh,
An
okay.
hour
Is that the summoning? Is that the length? Okay.
yeah.
I was gonna say it shouldn't get
I like it.
tired. It's not. Yeah, I dig it. Okay. Yeah, you guys can each, if you want to make me survival checks, you can scavenge resources from the area.
10 for Lucille.
Okay.
9.
Okay. You actually find very little in the way of wolf meat. You find another earring that matches one of the ones from earlier.
Nice.
Random.
Very.
I will like flavor, like char some of the meat.
Okay. Absolutely.
Steven, I got a 15 for my survival check.
Yeah, you've got enough for a couple days worth of rations out of the wolves.
Gregor rolls a 16.
Woo.
Yeah, you guys managed to take several days worth of rations out of what you have in front of you. You also find it's not just the wolves. There's also, berry bushes and stuff like that in the area. Okay, so you see in the distance, you see the giant bookshelf that you're probably supposed to be headed towards, and it's getting towards dark. So you can keep proceeding on, or you can camp again.
I feel like camping is probably a good idea.
Yeah, that's a smart thing.
Just like Modern Warfare. Let's do it.
But we might want to camp without a fire tonight just to be safe.
Yeah. There is still a wolf among us.
Okay, so would you rather camp in the woods, like probably deeper in the trees, or would you rather camp on the bookshelf?
Ooh, on the bookshelf.
Yeah, let's camp on the
Maybe.
bookshelf.
Okay, so as you guys approach the bookshelf, you see several of the books. You get closer. There's like video game magazines for some reason. and like a couple of game guides from like the N64 era. Don't think about it too much; it's probably fine. But some of them are like leaned over, so they almost make like little natural caves.
Alrighty.
Make me perception checks as you step inside.
All right. Neff rolls an 11.
Solid.
Steven rolls a 7.
We're doing
5
great on
for
this side.
Lucille.
Okay.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. So Steven, you notice someone's been here recently.
Okay.
You think it's probably been a day or two, but there was a small fire, kind of set like in a little part of the shelf. Like the bottom of the shelf is more like stone, so it didn't like cause any damage to the books or anything. But there's it looks like someone stayed here for a day or two, 2 or 3 people.
Alrighty.
But you think it's been several days.
Okay. I relay that information to the group.
Okay, so let's move you guys. So yeah, you're essentially. I'm assuming Tiberius leaves after an hour.
Yeah, after an hour, he just kind of like walks off towards the sunset.
Ooh, I dig it. Okay, and kind of
He is
fades.
the sunset.
Yeah.
He sort of is the sunset. Accurate.
That's
He
awesome.
just kind of blends in and fades away.
That's cool.
All right, so you guys
I'm a little confused because I wanted to play some more fetch.
you throw it, it doesn't come back.
Aw.
To go get it now.
Oh,
I fly out and grab it.
that's not nearly as much fun. Okay, as it gets dark.
We'll get you another one.
Okay, so are you guys all taking watches, or is basically Neff taking a quick power nap and then taking watch?
You know how we
I'll
do
take
Yeah.
a
it.
Let's. Okay.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna sleep. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Okay, whoever's taking a watch, roll me perception.
So, Neff, are you taking a watch?
No, so you're just
16
taking the watch.
for me. I'll take the first watch.
Oh.
If there is multiple, I don't know. I'll
There's
take watch.
probably two or three is probably fine.
I'll take the second and third.
All right.
That works.
Yeah, because you need a short rest.
Yeah.
So Neff
right.
gets a 16 and a 7. I don't know if you need it for each one, but he definitely rolled a 16 first.
We'll take the 16. So you both have 16s. You notice that the soldiers make camp not too far away from you, kind of keeping themselves. You do hear noises in the night. There are definitely more. You think there's more wolves in the area. You also hear. You see, actually. So let's say, Chris. Let's say you peek out the edge of the bookshelf. You see off in the distance the terrain kind of changes, and because you can fly up a little higher and still be within, sort of the little natural cave. You see off in the distance, the terrain changes. It gets a little more mountainous. There's no more trees. There's no more water. You see a cloud of dust kind of rolling up from a particular part of that area
Ooh.
continuously. It doesn't move much. It just kind of continually streams up. It looks like it's roughly the same color as the ground. It doesn't,
Okay.
and it's not swirling, like it's not a dust storm. It just kind of a continuous. So like if you've ever seen like a car go or like a truck go off-roading,
Yeah.
and as you spin out, like it kicks dust up like that. It's almost like that.
Like something quickly
is-
moving toward us, though.
No, it never gets any closer.
Oh, okay.
It seems, and it doesn't seem to be.
It's just flying up.
It doesn't seem to be moving across the desert so much as it is like something's kicking something up.
Hmm. And this is during the first watch.
Yes. It ends by the time you start taking watch.
Is it getting? It ends.
Yeah, like the dust slowly kind of fades away. No more kind of comes up into the air.
Did it get closer, or did it look like it just moved?
It just looks like it
Well-
stopped.
Okay.
Whatever was kicking the dust up looks like it stopped. But this dust is
When-
like 20 or 30
when it
feet
was-
into the air.
When it was it moving like a certain way, or was it just getting bigger? Like it was.
It was just kind of floating around in the same area. It never really got closer to you or further away.
Okay.
I have a
Okay.
question.
Yes.
Oh.
While I'm sleeping as a dragonborn, does smoke billow out of my nostrils when I snore?
Do you? Yes. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Just to create an ambiance.
Okay. Yeah. No. I dig it. I dig it. Like a light bronzish with a tint of orange, just kind of billows out a little bit. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it.
Chris doesn't even have to wake me up. I get woken up by one of the smoke rings in my face.
Yeah. Stop
I'm getting
snoring.
ready for my watch.
Someone gives you Vicks vapor rub.
Soft kitty, warm kitty.
Okay. All right. So you guys wake up the next morning. You eat breakfast. Wolf meat.
Yes.
And eggs, probably. I don't know. And you think the direction you're supposed to be going. So, assuming, Chris, if you say anything about the smoke, you think that's, or the dust, that's probably the direction you're supposed to be going.
Yeah, I mentioned it. Like, I mentioned it between watches to whoever's taking over. It's like, hey.
That seems oddly accurate to where you probably need to be.
It's going so fast.
So fast.
Man. All right, well, let's head that way then.
It's almost like it's gotta go fast. I'm sorry. Okay, so you guys get kind of to the edge of the forest. Into a very sort of like hilly, rocky area. Like where the ground is just kind of brownish red dirt. There's huge rocks. You're still sort of near the bookshelf. And you see, as you kind of enter the area, you see three creatures walk out of one of the bigger rocks. It almost looks like it's probably got a cave in it. You know them to be Hanfear. It's sort of like your version of dwarves. Oi.
Alrighty.
What you doing here?
I'll walk up and I'll speak to him in Dwarvish.
Okay.
And tell him about
Awesome.
our quest to defeat.
Interesting. You come in search of the big green thing, right? With the spikes?
Yes, the Quillidig.
That's what they're calling it then. Huh. It's not from our plane, is it?
Does not seem that way.
Well,
From what we've heard, it's extremely large.
You're welcome to pass through. We've seen it. Kicks up a big storm. Dust clouds. Be careful.
I saw that last night.
Oh,
I whispered to him.
So did our scouts.
I seen it.
I done seen the thing. Excellent parrot noise. Yes, so he kind of points you north, and you see the digging. You see dirt flying up out of the ground. And sort of making that similar dust cloud, but you can see big chunks of rock actually flying up. And it looks like it's probably a good 20-minute walk from where you are.
I guess we can start heading that way.
Should we ready our weapons just in case?
I'm always ready.
They'll head back inside the cave. You need a place to stay when you're done. Come back.
Alrighty.
That's good to know.
So okay, I'll let you guys proceed on. I'll put you here-ish. Wait, let me... Okay.
Not suspicious arrow at all.
Yeah, let me
For
back
this
you guys
audio
up a little
medium.
bit.
Let me hide that from you guys real quick.
Make sure you guys can't see anything you're not supposed to. What? I mean, Steven, you still there?
I'm still here, yeah.
Roll, because you're out of roll 20.
Yeah, I think I just lost connection on roll 20.
Oh, good. It happens. Roll 20 finicky sometimes.
Yeah, just, like as you said that, it told me that I have lost connection.
Okay, so you guys keep proceeding forward, and you see as you get closer, there's a big hole, sort of in the middle of the ground, and you see several smaller holes near it. But as you pass one of them, it looked like you can't see how far down it goes. And the one that is there, you can see the dust coming up out of it, and it looks like something is just continuously digging.
I'll drop a little like fireball down there just to see.
It goes for a while. You're thinking probably 70 to 100 feet.
Okay.
Huh.
Not straight down, but down enough that you can see the fireball kind of bounce its way down. And as you get closer, the digging stops. And something peeks its head up over the top of the hole, and you see what you assume is a Quillidig. Okay, good. That did make sense for you. I was hoping someone would recognize that picture.
Gotta catch 'em all. Quillidig.
Oddly enough, and this was unintentional, the second in this line is Quillidan.
Oh, nice.
That was not on purpose. I just like how this one looks. This one looks a little more... Quillidan's just kind of too cute.
Punch the cute things.
To necessarily make sense. Chestnut's not that cute, but that name's copywritten. I mean, what?
Similar, but
legally distinct, yes.
Cameron, you're missing all your chances.
Oh man, it was right there and I just missed it.
And I originally went and looked for a picture of what would essentially have been a not like a legally distinct drawn blue hedgehog, but none of them were any good, so I changed it.
Just bring it in the paint and just
Hey,
click
just
and
like
color.
Sega.
Hey now. Okay, so yeah, it kind of pops its head up and begins kind of pawing at the dirt and kind of making noises at you, like sort of like a bull.
Hmm.
And you see it flex its shoulders, and the spikes kind of move a little bit. Let's go with nature. Anyone who wants to make me a nature check makes me a nature check.
All right. I'll go ahead and make one. Why not? My nature is okay.
Natural 1.
Perfect.
Oh, all right.
17.
Okay, there we go.
I got an 18,
Okay.
and Neff got a 11.
Okay, Steven and Chris have both seen... Your plane has similar creatures. They're very small, but the spikes are sort of like a defense mechanism. They come out. Like, it can launch... The creatures you're familiar with can launch the spikes.
Porcupine.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This looks similar
So
to
they
you.
can shoot them.
Yes.
Okay.
So could you say that the thing that we're used to would be like a starter that could grow up into this?
Like, maybe get bigger. Maybe add some more armor onto it, change the color a little bit, and yeah, something
Like as it gains
like
experience, it glows and changes.
And could like change into this thing?
that. Okay. There's a theory there. Maybe get
Possibly
some
like
new
how we're
train
making
it and
visual
do some
jokes.
dance moves and gets
Right.
more powerful.
maybe some new abilities here and there. Okay, good. I dig it.
Pun intended.
Aha, no, actually. You're welcome. So go ahead and make me... You guys go ahead and roll me initiative.
Alrighty.
As it does not seem...
I got a 6 again.
You
Steven
guys
got
have
a
gotten real close to the hole it's digging, and it doesn't seem happy about that.
6. Neff has a 20. I have
Okay.
a 6.
I've got a 22.
And I rolled
8.
22 for me.
18 for Lucille.
Okay, so we will go...
We're ready for this
And
one.
You guys are
And
ready for
every
this one.
D&D and every D&D game I've ever played, I for some reason always roll terrible initiatives.
We need to get you a better wisdom modifier.
Yeah, I guess so. That's why I give
okay.
it being Dragonborn. They're not very smart.
Well, and paladins aren't that fast, traditionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that clunky armor going on.
Yep. Okay, so... Wait, Chris, what did you have?
22.
Okay. And I believe Neff has a 20.
Yeah, Neff has a 20.
And what did you have, Cameron?
18.
18. And then Stephen will be last again. Oh, okay. So Chris, it is your turn. As you tied with Jan Quillidig.
How far is it? 55?
Oh, and for the listeners' reference, because I made vague reference to it and didn't explain it, the image I used for the Quillidig is the Pokemon from, I'm going to say 6th generation. It's the 6th generation grass starter Chestnut. For those curious.
Yeah, but the final evolution.
The final version of Chespin. Yeah, Chespin. I think that's 6th gen. It's not in Pokemon Go yet. That's what I remember.
It's nice to know that even if it was removed from the national dex,
Hey, now.
it still has a home here.
Be nice.
I'm going to fly up and just land on top of this rock up here.
Okay. You're about 40 feet in the air now.
Okay. Well, I probably couldn't make it quite that far then.
Well, you can fly up and at the angle at the distance. I think you're fine.
60 feet. Okay.
Yeah, you should be okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Diagonally or whatever.
And I hold my action ready to throw my Yikla if needed.
Okay.
Thing's big. I'm not just getting in there.
Yeah, come on, just get right in his face, man. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Thought about it.
I didn't totally max EV train this in attack and defense and HP.
I'm trying to develop a like he's thinking about how he can get one of those spikes for a weapon.
This isn't Monster Hunter.
I mean, or
is it?
Well, you never know. That wouldn't be a terrible mechanic, actually, if you could work that
Can
in
I
somehow.
get an insect glaive?
Insect glaive hype.
Or if you've played
Except for my character should be able to fly.
That's true. Wait, what's the other game called? It's very similar to Monster Hunter.
Phantasy Star Online.
No, like down to the actual monster hunting.
Oh, Dauntless.
Yeah, that's it. I played Dauntless for a while. It wasn't bad. Kind of dug it. Okay, so it's actually now the Quilladig's turn. It has taken note of the fact that it can no longer reach you. Because in the ground, you fly and stuff. It moves up a little bit. And it will actually, since it can't physically reach you at least, it will launch a spike at you.
It was you.
At Chris?
At Chris. As Chris is
Okay.
no longer on the ground for it to poke. Now, does 19 hit, Chris?
A 19 does.
Okay, so that'll be a d8 plus 2. 10.
10.
And this,
Making
like,
10.
this pretty good size. It's not one of the huge quills on its, like, on its shoulders. But one of the quills, like, it flexes and the quill flies out at you. Neff. It is Gregolor's turn.
He rolled a 9.
That's a no. It will be Cameron's turn.
Okay. So
Time for Lucille.
let's see. I'm trying to decide if I want to summon. I think I am going to summon Tiberius, but
Okay.
let me get into a good place for that. Oh, I can do that from here. So I'm going to summon Tiberius here. The Quilladig needs to make a dexterity saving throw. It passes.
Okay.
And then I will use my bonus action to have Tiberius send a flame seed at it, which is going to be a 18 to hit
That does hit.
for 8 damage.
Okay.
When I see Tiberius, can I use my held action because I get excited and won't play fetch?
Go get the... Oh, crap, I need that. He obediently retrieves the stick, but does not bring it back to you.
Right. Well, I mean, like, ultimately, I want to use it. I want to throw my Yikla as an attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you want to go
Like-
and do that now, yes, that's fine.
Okay.
I will move you down below Cameron in the initiative order.
And
Oh.
that is a 22.
Yes.
8.
Okay.
And so real quick, can I retcon and have moved on my turn?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think moving Tiberius uses your movement, so you should be fine.
Yep.
Well, you didn't move
Um,
him, you just put him there.
Yeah, summoning him is my action.
Oh, okay. And then getting him to attack is the bonus.
Is the bonus, yeah.
Okay.
So I can still move. I just want it to be spread out a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine. Steven.
Alrighty, I'm going to use my javelin because I'm not getting close to this thing.
Okay.
And I have a range of 30 feet. I believe I'm close enough.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm close enough. So I am rolling, and I rolled a 9.
Okay, that's a miss.
So I'm now down 1 javelin. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move to just spread things out as well. So I'm going to go right here.
Okay, wait. Does Chestnut learn flamethrower? I mean, what? No, we're good. Everybody's fine. All right, it's the Quilladig's turn. He will actually take a swipe at Tiberius. 10.
That is a miss.
That felt like a miss. Nefri.
14 for his roll.
That is not enough.
Not enough.
Wow.
That misses. It glances off of the Quilladin. Cameron. Lucille's turn.
So I am going to use Scorching Ray, 11 and 2 22s.
No, yes.
And so 2 hits, so that'll be 46 of damage,
Okay, absolutely.
which is 13.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Okay. And then I will have Tiberius attack as well.
Okay.
My bonus, which is a 23.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
So Tiberius rolls rocks. So then, and also rolls max damage for 10 more points.
Okay. Thankfully, Quilladig is not a grass type like it is in the game. It's not weak to fire. That would have been a real poor choice on my part. Okay, that was Cameron. It is now Zodic's turn.
All right. I'm going to fly straight and lower myself a little bit and kind of hover.
Use Brave Bird. Use Brave Bird. It's super effective.
Brave
It's
bird.
4x effective.
And then I'm going to talons. Use my talons
Oh, okay, sure.
for slashing.
Is that like flurry of blows?
Well, not yet.
Oh, okay.
So it's my main attack, my attack first, and then I can use flurry of blows.
Oh, right, afterwards. Yes.
And that is a modified 20
Okay, yeah, you're hit.
for 6 on that one.
6.
And then I will use flurry of blows.
Okay.
13
No.
and a 16.
Yes.
Awesome. So then that will trigger open hand technique.
Okay.
We'll have it must succeed dex saving throw.
Okay. 6.
Fails, so it gets knocked prone.
Okay.
Nice.
And then the damage is max damage at 7. So
Okay. That's hurtful.
I just fly at it and hit it.
You booped it.
Dumb
The
boop.
guy in the back of the guard there writes down. Very hurtful.
Still very hurtful. Okay.
Boop.
Is it his turn now? No, Steven.
All right, so since it is knocked prone, if I were to run up to it, would I have advantage on my attack?
You would.
All right, so I'm gonna run up to it, and I'm gonna do my attack with my javelin still, since I'm probably still. Although, would I be able to bring my battle axe out since my javelin is a
Yeah.
one at a time kind of thing?
Yeah,
All right, so I'll use my
and-
battle axe since I'm running up to him. I'll use my battle axe. It's still. So my first one is a 6. My second one is a 7. Not much better.
But still an improvement.
Hey, that's not
Yeah.
nothing. We're getting there.
It's the thought that counts.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So those are both misses, unfortunately.
Yep.
And it will
I'm
be.
glad I had advantage because my first one was a 1.
Oh yeah, that was rough. Okay, so it's the Quilladix turn, and it's taken note of the fact that there's a lot of you now, and that seems not great for him. It will now, in kind of one motion, it rolls up into a ball and launches 2 of the spikes off of its back. So Chris, I'm gonna say a 13 versus Zodix AC.
Okay. Misses.
And it actually stays rolled up in the little ball. So it is now.
Its AC is probably stronger. Just saying.
I don't know what you mean by that comment. That doesn't make any sense. As judged
Like a portal.
by the dog by the dog barking sound, it's Neff's turn. It announces Neff's entry. We should have done an animal companion for Neff. So
He said he's going to attack with his bow again. He's just going to stay far away. He gets a 22,
Hey,
that's enough.
finally.
and he deals 4 damage.
Oh, great. Good job, man.
Okay, hey, look, you hit. That's what matters.
That's really
Yeah,
what
I've missed every time. One time, right up next to him.
Lucille.
Okay. Well, it worked well last time, so I'm going to use my second level spell and Scorching Ray this again.
Go for it.
A 16 and 2 18s.
No, yes. Much like last time.
So that will be 46 again. 9 points of damage.
Oh, I was hoping for 4. Okay.
And then I'll have Tiberius attack as well
Okay.
for 14.
No.
Then I am done.
Chris.
I will swoop down and punch it.
Punch it
Punch
real good.
Punch it,
good.
brother.
Punch it louder.
And that's a 13.
That's a no.
A little
All
bit
right.
louder now.
A little bit louder now. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I'm a little just okay.
Copyrighted. What? Steven.
Do I still have advantage or
You do.
or no? All right, so I'm going to attack with
Also,
battle
actually, yeah,
axe
Chris,
again.
you should have advantage too if you're up next to it.
Oh, okay.
That's my bad. And actually, Tiberius should as well. I forgot about that.
So that's a 19.
Okay, that does hit.
All right, good. I don't like my last roll anyway.
So 14 for Tiberius.
That's still a no for Tiberius.
And that is 4 damage.
Okay. So Steven, show me them rolls. Oh, no.
All right, so I got an 8 and a 22.
There you
I
go.
finally
that
hit.
22 will hit.
All righty, so I do a D8 plus 5. He takes 6 damage.
Okay.
We're doing well over here.
Hey, you're making your way. You're getting there. Okay, so that was Steven. It's not the Quilladix turn. It's very confused. This is very not cool. Chris, we're gonna try and hit you. I'm gonna regret this. Actually, I'm not gonna try and hit you with dark because I know what's gonna happen.
But with the Quilladix,
No, it
doesn't
wouldn't.
happen.
All right, let's see if I hit him. That's an 8.
No.
So that is a miss. Neff. Oh, and it rolls into a ball again.
Me.
You.
Are you staying where you are?
I do puns and spite. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I'm at right now. I'm gonna keep shooting my shot.
18.
Hey,
That'll be a yes.
an unnatural 18
D8 plus 3.
plus 3, baby.
All righty,
That's how we do
our
it.
boy Greg. What's your name?
Regular.
Gregor. He gets a 4. 4 for damage.
4 for damage. That's how I do. I just do 4 damage. That's all I'm good for.
Ping.
Good
Ping.
4.
Neff's name spelled with 4 G's. The exact number you would think it would be spelled with.
Oh.
Yeah, just
Four,
like
4 hit points for 4G for one for every G.
yeah,
That's right.
It's
So
just,
maybe if we throw some more G's in there, we'll get more
Mhm.
damage.
Yeah.
he'll have like
Like,
you get a whole entire G unit going on.
You get better cell reception. You get better cell reception for some
Dragon
reason.
lore.
Okay. Let's do that. Was Neff Cameron?
Considering, I think my other like good damage spell is AOE, so I think I'm gonna just firebolt it.
Okay. Throw that
'Cause I don't
fireball.
want to nice, and I roll a 7. That's gonna
No.
be it. And so I'll have Tiberius attack
Okay.
for 14. 15.
No. That is also a no. Chris. But Tiberius would have advantage
Well, okay.
because they are flanking.
18.
Yes, that does hit.
9 points of damage.
Okay. Now Chris.
I don't like it when he's rolled up, so I'm gonna fly down and pick up my Yikla
Okay.
and hold my action for him to unroll.
Okay. I dig it. But Steven.
Alrighty, so I roll a 17 and a 10. Does a 17
Neither of
hit?
those hit.
Oh, yay.
Wow.
It is his turn.
Okay.
He unrolls, so Chris, your action goes off.
Ooh, 20.
Yes.
Modified. 8 points of damage.
Okay. Okay, so as you pull out your Ikla and just kind of jab down at him, he looked like he was going to reach out and strike one of you, but instead he rolls up and starts to try and dig down. And he will spend his whole turn digging. But he only makes it like 20 feet. So he is in the ground under you, but still within
How
sight.
tall is he?
He actually still is a little bit... He's like very much at the edge.
Okay, so he's like peeking, almost peeking out.
You probably can't see him
Okay.
from where you
Still
are.
has to move.
All right.
And he just kind of starts digging. It is actually your turn, Neff.
All right. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run right towards that hole, coming at full speed.
Wait, what's your range? Is your range 60?
35?
Oh, 35? Oh,
Wood Elf, I
Oh,
believe. Gets him an extra 5
yeah.
feet.
gotcha.
Hmm.
Is he able to attack? Or
Yeah,
is that
he
his
can
whole-
see him.
okay. Alright, so you're gonna attack him with your bow?
Yeah, that's the only way I can reach him, right? Is with my bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll hit him with my bow then.
Alright, he rolls an 11.
Oh,
No.
come on! I'm right there.
So are the rest of us.
Darn this cruel world.
Okay, so that was Neff. Cameron, it's your turn. You can no longer
Okay,
really
so,
see the creature.
So I have 30 feet. I'm going to move up next to Tiberius.
Okay.
So can I see down the hole now?
Yeah. There's some dust kicking up, but you can still see the creature.
Chris, would you be up for going in the hole?
Sure. I mean, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I can fly. Just fly down.
In the hole.
So
Go in the hole.
it's still peeking out, right?
Yeah, barely. It's sticking out over the top a little bit.
So you can rule this however you want. So I have an ability for Tiberius called Fiery Teleportation.
Okay.
Each willing creature of my choice within 5 feet teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space.
Okay.
So would like the bottom of the hole be occupied?
Yes, by it, I guess. Yeah.
Because
Yes, I
he's
will not.
digging down.
Okay. So in that case, I will just firebolt it.
Yeah, if you do want to teleport him, he would still have to make the dex save.
Yeah, I would just have to if the space is occupied, basically all I could do would be to teleport to like the other side of him.
Okay, sure.
And so I'm not gonna worry about that.
Okay. What were you gonna do instead?
Firebolt,
Go for it.
which is a 22 to hit.
Absolutely.
Let me find the right die. There we go. For 5 damage.
Okay.
And then I will have Tiberius attack.
Okay. With his
For
range.
20, 30
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah, you're good.
And that's going to be 7 points.
Okay. So you see that the Quilla did kind of curl up in a ball and just kind of stop moving. It is no longer digging down. You can, yes, you may proceed.
Yep.
You are out of combat. And as you guys are,
Is it dead or?
it's unconscious.
Okay.
Continuing with our Pokemon theme, it fainted.
Painted.
Things don't die.
We may as well be consistent here. So yeah, it's just kind of down in the hole, and behind you, the 4 soldiers walk up. But behind them, you see a fifth familiar face. It's Lord Grant.
Is it another Quillidig?
Yes.
It's a Quillidig.
They move in pairs.
Lord Grant was a Quillidig the whole time.
Yeah. It's a shapeshifter.
I find the most spherical rock I could find,
Okay.
and I throw it down the hole.
Okay.
Just to be rude to it.
I asked Lord Grant what he's doing here.
Well.
Unfortunately, it does not open and does not.
I missed that reference. I feel bad. Yes, it does. Okay.
I'm really disappointed.
We're gonna have to change systems. There is a system for that. He looks at you. Well, I am impressed. The 4 of you do excellent. 5 of you, interesting, do excellent work.
Thank you, me lord.
I'll have Tiberius like go and run over there and like kind of like jump around.
Most interesting.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Okay.
Onto how he's saying that to get like an idea, I guess, on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did he expect us to die?
Like,
no, okay, yeah. Anyone who wants to roll insight, go for it.
I rolled a 1.
There you go.
Let me try.
24.
Oh.
Okay, you're Steven, you can't. The man is just no expression.
I have face blindness.
Yeah, you see nothing. Let's go with Cameron. You're fairly confident he is actually kind of impressed. Not that he didn't expect you to succeed necessarily, but you did well. You maybe like exceeded his expectations. He kind of makes a motion, and a horse pulls up a cart with a chest in the back. This is yours. You may keep the horse, I suppose. You seem to have plenty of them, but why not? And if you open it, any of you are free to open the chest. There are 4 more potions of healing and 300 gold.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. You know, I don't think any of us took any damage during this.
I hit Chris once, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Okay.
I took 10 points.
Tiberius, that was previous Tiberius, not current Tiberius.
Yes.
Let's get Chris. Let's go those guys the potions then.
This is Tiberius 2099. Or 616, excuse me. 616 Tiberius.
I sneak up behind the guy I told to take notes.
Okay.
Is he taking notes?
He is. He's
What
mostly
does that
taking
say?
notes about the creature. He's drawing the creature.
Oh.
Okay, I want to sneak up behind him and just watch him write.
Okay.
See what he's writing.
He writes for several minutes without noticing you. He's very
And then I
intent.
walk in his ear.
Yeah. Oh. And he rewrites Aarakocra are very rude and underlines it. And then just kind of looks over his shoulder at you.
I hand him one of the earrings and walk away.
Nice.
Wait, do you hand him one of the matching pair or the non-matching earring?
The non-matching.
Okay,
earring.
you're gonna keep the matching set. Good. Okay.
Lucille will walk up to this guy as well,
Thank
and kind of just like hit lines, and she'll like put her hand over one of the pages and burn like what her druidic totem is, which is like scales with fire on both sides.
Okay.
Not enough to like obscure the drawing, but just enough to be like, I was here.
Okay.
And then Gregolor goes up to the guy, snatches the book, takes the quill or whatever he was using to write,
Sure.
and writes in, Gregolor was here.
Slightly yes.
With a few extra D's.
WUZHHERRE.
And there's 2
Leonard
Z's.
just looks back and just shakes his head.
There's 2 Z's in Gregolor as well. They're silent. They're
They're just
between.
silent.
They're in front of the G's.
They're my secret weapon.
They're don't think about the spelling too much. It's gonna become just a mess at some point. The knight looks very confused by all of this. Takes back the notebook, looks confused, flips several pages over to a new blank spot, and starts writing again notes about the creature and about the environment and how none of you seem particularly polite. But you are useful and you seem talented, so that's not nothing. He's somewhat complimentary at the same time. And you sense there's a good, like, there's probably a playwright in there somewhere. He seems kind of just, like, very descriptive.
I'm just trying to make friends.
This is the only way I know. I was abandoned as a baby,
Pretty much.
found by Muriel and her husband.
It's true.
Used his bags.
They're
It's
lovely.
in my description.
They're a lovely couple.
They are. One's bald.
He is. He is real bald. Okay, so Lord Grint looks the four of you over and kind of watches you. He's like, most interesting. As our plane has provided a new source of interesting opportunities, I suppose, there is more work if you're interested. In the future, of course.
Yeah, I'm never mad at gold.
Yeah.
Stephen, the gold is a little below your expected standard, but a little above what you're used to getting. Like, because you said you wanted good gold. So if you were shooting for an 8, but you usually get like a 4.5, this is like a solid 7.
Okay, all right.
The quality is above average, but not amazing.
So it's okay gold.
Yes, it's okay gold.
Okay.
7 out of 10 would gold again.
It's okay gold, but it's not AU gold.
No.
Yeah.
That was good, Neff. That took me a second, but that was good.
I do
I'm a
appreciate
scientist. I'm somewhat of a scientist myself.
I do enjoy a good table of elements reference, which is not something we have all that often.
You're like AH.
I don't know that one. Oh, okay.
It's the element of surprise.
Oh, no.
it.
Now, I was definitely surprised. Okay, so we're going to stop there for the night. You guys are a little richer, have some more health potions, and found a new interesting creature. And now, if you will, Chris and Cameron, if you would like, tell our fine listeners who are unfamiliar, if they are with your podcast, about First Geek 411.
I'll go, and I guess Chris can jump in if he would like to. So First Geek 411 is a podcast that we started about 3 years ago now, kind of with the idea of it just being us sitting down to talk about geeky things. At the time, a lot of Christian like podcasty content tended to either be like sermons or stuff that was like I don't know the best way to say it.
Like devotional.
Yeah, devotional. That's a good way to say it, which like is great. There's nothing wrong with that. Some of my favorite podcasts are those. But we wanted just a place to kind of hang out and chat about the geeky news that we were excited about. And so that's our podcast is very eclectic because we have pretty eclectic interests. So we look at like video games, movies, anime, tech, board games. We do a top 3 every week. And we kind of just hang out and chat.
And you guys regularly talk about Magic, which makes me happy. So that's never a bad thing.
We have a board game segment, which tends to either be Dungeons and Dragons or Magic.
Okay.
Not necessarily intentionally, but that's kind of just how it ends up.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we really kind of started it because we were friends from college, but then I moved back to Montana, and it was really a good excuse and a good reason for us to force ourselves to talk once a week.
Sure, I get that.
And we also really wanted to talk after we attended our first convention together, which was PAX East in 2016.
I say as I'm wearing a PAX hat.
2015.
I thought that's what that was. Nice. That's Boston, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, definitely go check them out. Links in the description for this episode. And Stephen and or Neff, tell me about the Nerd of Godcast.
Awesome. The Nerd of Godcast, as we always say, is the place on the Venn diagram of life where Christ culture and nerd culture find sweet, sweet two-player co-op. We're just a group of friends that are all into nerdy things, and we all love Jesus. And we get together and we talk about those things, and we like to see how our nerd life can be reflected in the timeless truth of the Bible, and how the Bible can also help influence the nerd culture. We see nerds and geeks and gamers as an unreached people group, and we want to be on the forefront of being able to reach those people.
Reach out and touch faith.
Yeah. So we've been doing the podcast for about a little bit over 4 years now. We've just reached over 100 episodes, and we're gonna hopefully do many, many more. But we have
a new streamlined format.
Yeah, we have a new streamlined format, which we'll be doing now weekly. For those of you who haven't listened to us, you used to do bi-weekly every other week, and now we do it every single week. A little bit of no longer are we going to do 2.5 hour long episodes.
But the same great content.
I do miss those, but I get the change.
I prefer my podcast to be about an hour and a half long. But I mean, if we're gonna be doing it every week, we can't be spending that much time in the studio.
Fair enough.
So.
Absolutely. Episode 100 had that sweet L7 intro, which I did enjoy so much.
L7 is a good guy.
Micah does occasionally drop a few bars here and there. So go check out the Nerd of Godcast. Words. Go check out the Nerd of Godcast. Go check out the guys over at First Geek 411 and check us out. Oh, guys, social media links for your podcasts. Where you be on the internet?
Yes, for the Nerd of Godcast, we are at Nerd of Godcast on all the other social media platforms, and we also have a website. It's nerdofgodcast.com.
And we have a thing called the Nerd of God Squad on Facebook.
Yes, so if you're on Facebook, look up the Nerd of God Squad. It's like basically it's just where we share memes and have a good time.
Clean
but it's all clean, family-friendly, nerdy memes.
So many memes.
Many.
Memes.
It's basically it started off as a forum, and now it's just a meme drop.
It's just a meme factory, yeah. And where can we find First Geek 411 on the internet?
We are One Geek 411 on Facebook. We also have a PlayStation community, and we are also on Twitter. And our website is onegeek411.com.
You can find them wherever podcasts are consumed, to quote Tony. So go check them out. You can find us at cityonthehillgaming.com or at City on the Hill Game on Twitter. We appreciate you guys listening. Have a blessed day. Thanks for listening to City on the Hill Gaming. For more information, you can find us online at cityonthehillgaming.com, email us at cityonthehillgaming@gmail.com, or find us on Twitter at cityonthehillgame. For more information on saving the game, you can find Peter, Grant, and Jenny at stgcast.org or at Saving the Game on Twitter. Thanks, and have a blessed day.
I do have a quick question before, though.
Okay, go for it.
I do not see Neff's character on the Roll20 as of right now.
Okay, so on the map, he should have the thing that says Greg's Ranger.
Yeah?
That is Neff's character.
Oh, Greg! Greg!
That's great.
That's exactly why I did that. No, I was waiting for a character name, and I remembered her calling him that, and I think it's funny. So, all right, Neff, what would you like your Ranger's name to be?
Well, I guess this is Greg's Ranger. Let's do Gregolore.
Oh, deep. Okay, wait.
Oh yeah, it means Greg
Of the lore.
of the Lord.
Okay, I dig it. So are we comfortable with this?
Perfect.
Oh, it's amazing.
Dig it. Okay.
Wait. 2 G's.
And
2
the
Gs.
finger in the middle.
Oh,
Oh,
Yes.
deep cut. Deep
beginning
cut.
and the middle. I need 4 G's in total.
There we go.
Just
Got it.
Yeah.
galore.
Gregor.
But 2 of the G's are silent. We'll let you decide which one is which.
That's the way God intended.